You know, in fact, since 2020, honestly, COVID, Russia war, now this chaotic US administration, we go from, I will not say Russian hills to US hills, but it's quite complex, that's clear. I think we are at a time where maybe it's, as you said, it's an historic time. We see that maybe the end of multilateralism to, in fact, geopolitics between blocs, US, China, global south somewhere, led by the, I would say, Arab countries, and then Europe in the middle. So, in fact, this is a new world in which, of course, for our global companies, which have been developed, I would say, in a global world, free trade, we will have to maybe reshape or think our ways we think the world. I think said that. I think my behavior today is more to observe what happened before to react, because the things are not, I think, stabilized. There are some new concepts, new ideas. The US administration, I would say, is quite flexible in the way they want to implement their policies. And we'll see. We might have some issues, but it could also offer us some opportunities. So, you know, we have to navigate, but not to overreact. And it was always, by the way, as a CEO of these companies, my behavior in all this crisis. Let's take time to understand, and then we are able to, I would say, to weather the storm.
That's fascinating, and I remember other key issues where you haven't overreacted and you had observed, and whether it was events concerning Saudi Arabia, of course with Russia as well previously from 2014 onwards as well. Investing regardless of the political oscillation, that's a real challenge given what you just said.
Yeah, having said that, you know, investing in the US, honestly, for an oil and gas company and an energy company, because we are investing in the US mainly in the LNG business, because it's cheap gas, it's a good choice, whatever happens. You know, we know that we will be able to export this LNG. And investing in the US in electricity and renewables, like we do in gas funds, it's a booming market. It's also a choice fundamentally driven by demand. And I think in the energy world, the risk is to be short-termism. You know, you need to keep the long term. You need to keep your strategy. We have a clear strategy. The fundamentals are there. Okay, we can have some hiccups. Maybe we'll not be able to export US LNG to China. That's very possible. By the way, the Chinese have put some tariff on that. Mm-hmm. We'll find ways, you know, by the way, it's not the main mind. We have other ways to market this energy. So my view is that, again, we have a strategy. We need to keep the strategy and then to see if we have some few adaptation, but not to keep a long-term view.